Tell me if I'll make sure my audio comes through on the stream real quick. I should also probably have it pulled
It
up so I can
should.
see what you're doing.
Audio's fine to me.
Okay.
Didn't change the stream title again. I don't care. I'll just change it when I upload the VOD.
You know what conference Houston Christian is in?
Southland.
Thank you.
McNeese's conference that they absolutely dominated.
Yeah, that was like McNeese was way too good to be in that conference this year. Like at least Loyola, they had some like decent teams in their conference, you know.
It's true. They lost twice.
And they won't even like
To
I
the
don't even
second
call
and
them bad
third best
losses.
teams in A10.
Alright.
Well, I guess you can start asking me for what you want to see.
I mean, can you like go into like matchups, or is it like? So I feel like the Vanderbilt San Diego State's a really interesting matchup.
I can just look at both teams separately. So we'll start with Vanderbilt.
It'd be cool if you could like go into one of the games, or like like click it and it'd show you like the stats of each team and what they do well, and
Don't think that. Yeah, I don't think this game has that quite yet. That'd be some. I honestly might suggest that to the dev. That'd be good.
you just like click on it, and maybe it doesn't have to be like everything. It can just be like you click on it and it shows like how they compare offensively, defensively, the advanced stats.
Here's Vanderbilt. They turn the ball over a lot. Oh my god. And they don't shoot the three very well at all. Gonna be honest, this stat profile does not make me think this team is very good.
I mean, I'm looking at it. They don't score. They play decent on defense. They get a lot of steals, which I guess is decent. But oh, that is all they. I mean, from what yeah. When it comes to March Madness, the thing you can't do is turn the ball over because you turn the ball over a couple possessions, team goes on a 10-0, 11-0 run on you. That can just end your season.
Like that's it. You're done. Let's look at their statistical leaders. Calvin McGoslin's their leading scorer.
I'm under the opinion, honestly, that every team in the SEC is fraudulent. Even Alabama. I can't ever forgive the Houston Christian loss.
Honey Carver's their leading rebounder. Goslin's also their leading assist getter. Eh. Let's compare to San Diego State. Oh, they're the safest team with the ball in the nation.
Wow. They also get a bunch of blocks. They don't turn the ball over. They don't, in fairness, they don't really get that many turnovers, but I mean, just looking at that, my gut
And
would say San Diego
and they
State
don't
probably wins the
shoot
game.
well, but they shoot the three better than Vandy. And
And I mean, they have one of the best defenses in the
they play
country.
defense, so
I mean, statistically, San Diego State looks like the way better team. I mean, I guess you got to say that, the SEC is probably a better conference than the Pac-12. But even still, 15 turnovers a game compared to 11 and a half. That's, it just comes down, honestly, if San Diego State can capitalize on the mistakes of Vanderbilt. I think if Vanderbilt turns the ball over, but San Diego State can't capitalize it, I would probably lean Vanderbilt. But I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, if a team turns the ball over, you kind of have to go against it.
yeah, now that I'm studying it, I picked Vanderbilt off the rip just from gut, but I wasn't aware San Diego State took care of the ball that well. That kind of changes things. This is Lucas. Some guy named Lucas.
I mean, I feel like ASU probably has the easiest path to the Final Four, but I feel like it'd be heresy for me to like back them to do that, you know? I feel like I'd get hunted down at my university.
The voice for radio. Okay, that's yeah. I'd be pretty impressed if Vandy overcame that discrepancy in the turnovers. That's a huge
I don't know. I
tipping
think it'd
point in
just be
this
cool.
game.
I mean, it would be 32 games. I understand if you don't want to do it, but I think it'd be cool just to go over the stats of all the teams of March because I feel like that's
Yeah, I can
very
do that. I this is for you guys. If you want to see all that, I can do it. Let's look at their Aztecs team
You know,
stats.
I'll be creating my prediction while we do this. I'm gonna go Vanderbilt
Mitch
losing.
Mitch Scarrett is their leading scorer. Liam Bellany is their leading rebounder. Rajon Crawford's their leading assist guy. Not a ton of steals, but these guys D up. I'm just scared. He's 79 overall. Redshirt freshman. He's just a 3-point shooter, looks like. And then Crawford. He's a mid-range assassin. Oh, he's gonna be out for this game? Ooh.
Oh, okay. That does change some things actually.
Ooh. That might.
That's a big loss for San Diego State.
Ooh.
No,
I gotta
that
check
makes me
that.
wanna
Hold
lean.
on. I gotta check the injuries. Is there a way I can do that? I just
Well,
look at
now that
roster.
makes me want to lean. That makes me want to lean back.
Reitzman's also out. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. How is Vanderbilt injured at all?
Missing. I think it's just a bench guy, but he's out too with a concussion.
I mean, that's the two out of the three.
I mean, if they can get through, if they can get through this game, they get him back for a game against Virginia, probably.
I mean, I'm not gonna discredit.
Let me check
right now,
Vanderbilt.
that is a lot of
Two
of
starters
injuries.
out of a Vanderbilt.
And then the depth guy
These,
as well.
These
out.
guys are healthy. The Commodores are healthy.
Oh, that makes me want to lean San Diego State. Excuse me. That makes me want to lean Vanderbilt. Then I mean, you lose their two out of your three best players coming into madness. Not a recipe for success.
Let me check their schedule. So he's injured on the 9th, so he was injured in that game against Gonzaga.
Do you think that might have costed them the game, honestly? Then, depending on the injury.
I probably for sure made that game get away from them.
You know, I guess it depends when the injury was, but I like to imagine that's what costed them. And that's a major loss for.
Yeah, he got injured late. Only 29 minutes.
I mean, still, a lot of. Yeah, I probably got injured with like 7 or 8 minutes left to go in the second half. Be my guess. I mean, the biggest thing is that they don't really play with depth when you look at their team. You know, they play like 35 minutes. At least in that game, they played 35 minutes for most of their starters. How are these guys that maybe only play 5 to 10 minutes do when they're stepping up in the role? I mean, you know, it's going to be a new starter who hasn't really played at all this season.
I guess I can show
out.
Neil Fresno State's last game of their season, just while I'm looking at it. Crawford was a beast for the Aztecs. Reitzman was good too. Malachi tried his best. Bush was good. Not good enough at the line. Anyways, that's okay. Maybe I will stick with Vanderbilt. Those are big injuries. Gonzaga beat the shit out of this team.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I wanted to go originally. I wanted to lean San Diego State, but I don't think it's gonna be. I guess if Vanderbilt still turns over the ball a lot, but I mean, even still, I don't think really at this point San Diego State can capitalize on those turnovers.
All right,
I
what
will
game?
say right
What
now,
game we want to deep dive on next?
probably just go down the list. Maybe I don't. I mean, I don't really think we needed a deep dive on 1 versus 16. Well, I guess we can, but I feel like the bigger ones is like 5v12 would be next. Maybe Gonzaga and DSU.
Gonzaga, Pac-12 champions. They have one of the best offenses in the nation. Top 5 offense. They're
They
solid
pass
at
well. They
everything.
don't turn the
They
ball
don't
over.
have any like obvious weaknesses here.
They play good defense. I mean, statistically, this is one of the best teams in the country. And they have great coaching.
Danny Draca, head coach.
I guess if you wanted to critique them for something, they're a little high on fouls, but even still, statistically, they look really, really good.
And we'll check their leading scorer, Eldon Brandon. Yeah, he's been a beast for them.
You know, in my personal opinion, I think Gonzaga is a little undefeated. I think they probably should have been a 4 seed, in my opinion. I think a 5 was a little bit too low.
Braylon Hall, leading rebounder. Yeah, Brandon's their guy. If he's playing well, they got a good chance to win. Mid-range assassin, by the way, and a great three-point shooter. Troy Dokes. Yeah, good team. What's North Dakota State working with here? Oh, wow. Their stat profile ain't bad themselves.
Let's see this.
They're the second
Yeah,
best
I mean,
shooting team in the nation.
wow. I mean, they score, good defense, they rebound the ball. I mean, offensive rebounds is a bit low, but
Their
they also,
weakness would be turnovers. That's where the Zags could get them.
I mean, if there's a team you want to turn over that you don't want to turn the ball over to, would probably be Gonzaga. They will punish you. I don't know.
Decent
I'll give my.
defensively. Like, I wasn't expecting them to look this impressive.
Oh, yeah, I mean, again, it is still inferior competitions, but still. Not easy to, you can't just do that by getting lucky.
Oh, stats. Sherman McGinn is their guy. So both teams have like a guy they run their offense through. Brandon for Gonzaga, McGinn for NDSU. Monty Chapman's their leading rebounder. Very similar like team structure here. You got a star guard that does it all.
This is a tough one. I guess to give my thoughts.
I think I'd lean Gonzaga simply because they're probably just a slightly superior version of this team, but
Yeah,
I don't think they're
that
that
was
much
what I was
superior.
gonna say. I mean, North Dakota State, that is not a team I don't think you can just overlook them and say Gonzaga. I would be shocked if Gonzaga blows out North Dakota State. I think North
Brampton,
Dakota State will keep it
Ontario.
close.
Any injuries? Let's look at that. Nope. No, not for NDSU anyway. How about Gonzaga? Get to them eventually. Alright, anybody missing? Nope, both teams are healthy for this one.
Yeah. I'm thinking my, just an overview. I would say, I think North Dakota State will give Gonzaga trouble, but I don't think, I mean, I trust Gonzaga. I think Gonzaga is a better team than they're ranked. So, I'd probably lean Gonzaga, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I would be very impressed if Gonzaga blew out North Dakota State.
Alright. Loyola Chicago and UMBC. Does UMBC really, like, how do they stack up, actually? Not all that well, to be honest. They're pretty mid at everything.
I'm pretty sure I predicted you. When I did my conference predictions, I just kind of did the teams I wanted to win, which probably wasn't the smartest idea. But I did get UMBC correct because I dislike UMBC. So
Hey, they did it. I mean, they got a
yeah, that
star
is.
player here. Frembies is their guy.
I mean,
I mean,
147
he can't shoot a
points,
three,
turn the
but he can
balls
score on the
over.
inside. He is a
The
slasher.
UMBC fouls a lot, which that could be a bit of an issue. I mean, if
And do they have any injuries? Oh shit. Oh, they got. This guy's got a concussion. They got 3 guys out. Oh my goodness. How do they even win?
did they all get concussed like
Knee
in the
sprain
championship game?
for Tate Baker. Devin
I mean, they only
Rodriguez torn.
lose.
Oh, this guy's been out for a while. Torn rotator cuff back in December.
So they lose some depth guys. And they don't lose a starter other than the center, but he's been out for a while. So has the Devin Rodriguez. So I guess the team structure isn't that much different from what they had, but
You're just dipping into the depth a little more. But
yeah, and I mean,
your actual important players are still here.
oh, that might be a bit of an issue. Your star guard is 5'7", and his game is on the inside. That might be an issue. You not a 30-point shooter. He shoots from mid-range or gets close to the basket at 5'7". Against in the that is. I mean, they do have a 7-footer in fairness at center.
And UMBC is going up against the #1 defense in the nation.
Oh, bad coaching though, but still, best defense in the country. They rebound the ball very well.
Good at basically everything. They're just not a really great shooting team, although the 3-point shooting's all right. But
But the thing is,
they lock they lock
terrible.
up defensively. This team is great on defense.
Making my bracket, I don't see how you could take UMBC. I mean, they got lucky, in my opinion. They got lucky to win their conference, and they should be proud to make the tournament. But I think they should be packing their bags.
Lake and Hunters, their leading scorer, Chris Robbins, also over.
I mean, look at that team. That is a deep team. I mean, their 7th or 8th best player is better than UMBC's 2nd best player. Like, this is a big mismatch.
Lake and Hunters, he's the tip of the spear for them.
But I mean, they just have. I feel like the big issue with these teams like UMBC, they have one guy. If he doesn't show up, they're done. With a team like Loyola, so they can rely on multiple players,
And they lock up defensively. So.
And I mean, you're relying on the guy that.
I don't really see a path for UMBC to pull an upset like this. I think Loyola's way too good to lose that game.
I mean, my big concern is, you're relying on a 5'7" guy to lead your offense in March Madness,
True. It worked in the America East tournament. I have my doubts it would work here. I mean, because they're probably going to have Robbins on him, right?
I mean, I'd be... How tall is Robbins? I'd say you probably just put your tallest guard on the guy, no?
Robbins is 6'5".
Then yeah. Oh my... what do you? What is
Hunter.
he?
Hunter's
Yeah.
5'8".
So yeah, you put Robbins on him. You put the 6'5" guard on him. What is the 5'7" guy gonna do?
Yeah, I'd smash Loyola in this matchup.
And I mean, look at that team. They have a freshman at 80. Loyola is deep. They're gonna be a good team for a while. This is not a 1-year thing, I think. Unless their guys
I mean,
transfer out.
they're not gonna have Hunter after this year, so another guy's gonna have to step up to be the
I mean,
leading
I
scorer.
think
But
I think Wendell Mills will make a big step next year.
yeah, he's stretch big, so could be him.
That is a deep team. They're gonna be. That could be. I mean,
Yeah, I wish I
this
could
is
do
gonna be
that.
a team to
I
watch.
wish I could do that stuff too. Arkansas St. Mary's.
I mean, I think Arkansas are fraudulent. I'm going St. Mary's. Don't even care about the statistics.
Oh man,
My eyes.
oh, those are bad categories to be bad at.
My
Fouling,
eyes
they
say
foul a
Arkansas
ton
sucks.
and they turn it over a ton.
Yeah, my eyes do not deceive me.
Everywhere else they're pretty good, but
Good offense, but they turn the ball.
that
That's
can
even worse. That's even worse than Vandy turns the ball over. Jeez. And they foul a ton. They don't shoot very well. They make defense. They make other teams shoot not great though. In fairness. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think unless there's a big injury on St. Mary's, I would go St. Mary's.
How about the Razorbacks? Oh shit, they aren't gonna have Kolensky. He tore his ACL
When
back
did
in
he tear it?
February.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's like
Isn't that when Arkansas?
he's like one of their best players.
Isn't that when
Ooh.
Arkansas started to fall off too? Around that's.
I mean, they made the semifinals in the SEC. Like Rasheer Rice and
Yeah,
Tyler
but like
Little
everyone in
stepped
the
up,
SEC is
but
a fraud, so I'm not gonna,
yeah, Kolensky's their leading scorer. Oh,
The one big advantage, I guess, is that they are tall. They could have 3 7-footers out there if they wanted to.
oh, that hurts though. That could be big.
Leading scorer done for the season. I mean, Rory Rest in his games
Laurencio's
that he
their
started was just,
leading rebounder. Kolensky is also their big. I think he has 5 assists too. Oh, he's their best player.
you hate to see that.
Torn ACL. Or would that be it for his career too? I forget. Was he a senior? No, he's a sophomore.
I
Never
think he
mind.
was a junior.
Redshirt sophomore. He'll be back.
So yeah,
see St.
he has a chance of
Mary's.
redemption next year.
I mean, this team fouls a lot too, but they're much better with the ball. This is an upset spot to me.
Both are similarly offensively.
I mean, St. Mary's coach is
They don't
elite,
shoot
by the way.
They don't shoot threes, but I mean, they play good defense. They are very, they pass the ball a lot, get a lot of assists, play good defense, have great coaching. I think this is an upset spot. I'm gonna go St. Mary's in
They
this
have
one.
any injuries? They have a depth center who ruptured his Achilles in December, so he's out.
But he's been gone. It's not gonna be. It's not a.
But they have centers though, and another center. No, he's like strained his neck, so they'd be back for a second round game. Okay, I see.
Can they play through the yellow injuries, or is it like out?
I think this just has to do with the length of the injury.
That makes sense.
Yellow is minor, orange is moderate, red is major.
Okay.
And it seems deep, dude. Oh my god.
No real star, but that also means that they don't rely on anybody.
And that Kolensky injury is a big deal. Personally.
I mean, I just don't think Arkansas is a very good team.
St. Mary's struggled a lot throughout the season, but I think they have every reason to win.
They probably have the best. They have one of the best coaches in the country.
Yeah.
Somebody I trust, it'd be him.
Like Arkansas's coach
There's-
is pretty good too, but missing your best players, that's rough. Okay, Arizona and does Jacksonville State even have a chance here? Like, do they have anything?
I gotta back Arizona because that's where I'm attending, so it'd be kind of, you
Eh,
know.
I mean, they're good defensively, kind of.
I mean, they don't. That shooting numbers is kind of concerning to me. 46%. They also don't really hold teams. I mean, they don't. They don't turn the ball over and foul. I guess that's something. But they don't really. What I've no. Well, you gotta keep in mind is that it seems like they just play a slow game, and that's why they don't tend to give up many points. If you look at the other team's opponent field goal percentage, it's still pretty high.
Nathan Delaneck's their best player by a bit. Leads the team in steals too. I mean, if they're gonna win, it's gonna be because this guy popped off. Freshman, by the way.
Wonder if he'll be there next year.
From Roscommon, Michigan. Yeah, he's good. Man, if he goes on the transfer portal, he's gonna be a hot commodity.
Great potential. Not really a three ball kind of guy, but hit the mid range. Doesn't get hurt.
And comparing them to Arizona,
Arizona's a bit up and down, but
oh, there's their fatal flaw. This team just doesn't shoot well. That's what's
oh,
wrong with them. And they foul. Everywhere else, they're pretty solid.
I guess the one saving grace is that they do get a lot of rebounds. So even though they're not shooting well, they still have a good offense.
And
So I
they're
mean,
good defensively too, so they can win
when
like
they
a
had those,
grindy game.
I think when you have, especially in an early round, when you know a team like Jacksonville State's gonna be a bit undersized, that's when you can kind of abuse your great rebounding.
Hmm
I don't think you can if they get, let's say they make a run to like the Elite Eight. That's when it's gonna. I think that's when the shooting's gonna come back and bite them.
And Arizona is coming into this tournament healthy, no injuries for them. Let's see, Jonah Hardison's their leading scorer. Dupre, he's their leading rebounder. Hardison's also leads in assists and steals. Hardison and Dupre are their best players. I don't see them having trouble with Jacksonville State, but later
Yeah,
on in the tournament, this is going to be an issue if they can't
as
like
much as
lock teams up.
as much as I hate to say it, I mean I don't think they'll. I think they'll play fall maybe the Sweet 16.
Yeah,
I
just because
mean, I
just because I don't think super highly of Arkansas or St. Mary's. Like both those teams have
yeah.
struggled just as much.
I mean, I think Pitt's gonna win the. I think Pitt's gonna win this group. I think they'll beat Virginia in a rematch. Because I mean, this is just a pretty. I mean, there's some sneaky teams like Loyola. I think they could give Virginia trouble, but I mean, uh, Pittsburgh kind of has an easy path to the Elite Eight, in my
MSU and
opinion.
Oregon, the battle of mid. What's going on here? Yeah, very mid.
I mean, they're not necessarily terrible at anything, but I guess the only thing they're really good at is blocks and assists.
I'm very uninspired by the stat profile.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing really is popping out as like, wow, look at that, or, you know.
The assist numbers are good, but that's about it. Eric Halderton's their leading scorer. Wharton's their leading rebounder. Jermaine Allen's their leading assister. Allen's probably their best overall player in terms of just statistical impact. Yeah, luckily for them, they get to play a team that might be even more mid. Oh, hold on, let me check their injuries. No injuries for the Spartans. No, Oregon. Also, really mid. They aren't really great at anything. Very nondescript team here. Did they have
Yeah.
any injuries? Oh, they
I mean, they
do.
shoot the three decently.
Gibson Pater had a major concussion. Oh shit, he's still out.
Yeah. I don't think either of these teams.
Oh, and they are gonna have Leonard, so he strained his groin. Damn. I think isn't he their leading scorer? Yeah, he is. Oh shit. I guess MSU basically just wins by default here. Honestly.
I don't think either of these teams beat Pitt. I think
No,
Pitt probably throws either of them out. Pitt probably should just walk to the Sweet 16, if we're being honest.
yeah, I take MSU here simply because they're just less injured. So they're the only
Yeah, I mean,
difference.
I hate to not pick upsets because, you know, that's what March Madness is about, but
And
just
and
the way
and
this...
MSU at least has like a couple categories they're excellent in.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I just think that specifically
And the better
this part of
coach.
the bracket, the best, there's, I mean, the one, if you want to be sneaky, I think St. Mary's could beat Arkansas, and I think you have to consider North Dakota State over Gonzaga, but other than that, I think it's gonna be a lot of chalk in this bracket.
I wanna look at Virginia real quick, just to look at their team for future reference for people. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're awesome defensively. Top 5 defense.
And they're top 20 offense too. Well, not great at, I mean, they're decent at shooting, but I mean, when you rebound the ball that well, especially on offense, does really matter. Especially when you get that many blocks, that many steals. Very friendly, you know, pass the ball a lot. I mean, that's a really good team.
Are they missing anybody? No, they are healthy. Jamar Mason, 94 overall, freshman. He's probably one and done, honestly. He's also their leading scorer, makes sense. Also their leading rebounder and their leading assist getter, leading steal guy, and their leading block guy. He's him.
Is he a senior?
He's a freshman.
Oh, Lord
He's
of
a one and
mercy.
done. He's gonna be a top 5 draft pick for sure. Probably top 3.
If for whatever reason he decides to stay, Lord of mercy on basketball next year. But he should probably be a one and done.
I'd expect him to declare.
If he decides I mean, maybe in a scenario he loses the national championship game and he decides to go on a revenge tour, who's gonna stop Virginia next year?
Oh, Western Carolina. What are y'all working with? I'll be honest. These guys are gonna be food. Like they're a decent team, but they're gonna be food.
I feel bad for them because they should not have been a 16
Yeah,
seed.
that's true.
This looks more like a 15-14 line to me than a 16 seed. I guess they're just getting punished for their poor performance in the Southern Conference, but
I mean, they're the 19 and 12s. That's fine, honestly. There are a handful of teams that were worse record-wise in similar conferences.
what I'm wondering is what I was pondering when watching the stream. I wonder if the bracket comes down to, like, since they were 5th in the conference, they're seen as a quote unquote bad team, while someone like Howard could be like 4th in
Yeah,
the conference.
maybe. That's what I was thinking, or maybe like. Well, I had the things like maybe maybe UMBC is a 13 because like Vermont was projected to get there. They would have been that if they'd won.
That makes sense actually.
But that doesn't really work for the SoCon because Chattanooga was like a really good team. They were 26 and 4, and they had a top defense themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it
short.
might just be.
And they have a 95 overall on their team. But yeah, good job getting here, guys. But you kind of got hoed by the selection show.
Chattanooga should have made it over UNC. Changed my mind.
honestly, or Northern Iowa, even though they got absolutely cooked by Belmont.
I can kind of guess it can.
Let's look at Pitt. Honestly, they got more holes in their statistical profile than I would think. They're just winners, I guess.
You know, I guess they play. You know what? It's their defense, I think, because they don't play a slow offense. It seems, but they still hold.
They take care of the ball. They lock up.
It seems like they just play clean basketball, and they beat you with the fundamentals.
Probably, yeah.
Don't shoot all that well, but they make you shoot it worse than them. They just play good defense. Nothing like maybe they don't make you turn the ball over, but they lock you up.
Martin Bazin's their leading scorer.
That should have been a 1 seed over Duke. That was
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, honestly, taking a look at this team, I'm not like them being 29-5 is kind of crazy. They must just win on the margins a lot. Like they just don't make big mistakes.
If I do recall, Pittsburgh had a lot of like, 5-10 point games where they just probably pull it out in the closing minutes of the game.
UNLV, what are y'all working with? Good coach.
I got so monkey pod because I said a team. No, I was like Nevada will win the Mountain West, and a team from Nevada won the Mountain West. I got monkey pod though.
It's true.
Yeah,
these guys are gonna be food, but they shoot the three well, so maybe they can make it interesting.
They don't. I mean, they shoot. They shoot the three well. It doesn't look like they really shoot the three because they don't score at all.
Get steals. They don't rebound very well. Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, they got here. That's more than you can say for some others.
And we got robbed. They just refuse to release Chris Giles, and that's holding them back.
Okay. Which region do you want to look at next?
You want to look at the group of death, the Wisconsin group.
Wisconsin.
I think that's probably...
Sure. We'll start off with the Badgers. Just elite at basically everything.
Got hold. I think they have. I mean,
they're good at basically everything. They're not an elite shooting team, but they're not bad at it. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Take care of the ball. They don't foul. I'd be shocked if this team doesn't win at all, honestly. They're so good.
They should. I think they should. I really think they should. I mean, if they had ASU's group, I think they walk to the final.
Do they have any injuries? They got a minor one to a depth center. Minor concussion. He'd be back for the Sweet 16, I think. Looks like, or maybe the second round. But he's not really a factor here. He doesn't even start. Not a huge deal. No one over a 90 on this team, but they fuck shit up.
They have a lot of depth.
Got Joel Linsky's an 80 overall, and he's just a scorer, bro.
I mean, it doesn't hurt having. They are super tall. Like that is one of their big strengths. They are tall.
Litsky and
7-footer, 7'6".
Litsky leads the team in points. Korsmeyer and Mack are both good rebounders. Witherspoon. Yeah, this team's just really good. What about Louisiana Tech? This is kind of bullshit. They're 16. Honestly, kind of unfair to Wisconsin. You have to play a team like this. Good defensive team, but man, they don't score. They must play slow as hell.
Yeah. They don't shoot the ball at all. They suck at shooting. They don't score, but they play good defense. They rebound decently, but they didn't. But I mean, they don't foul, so that's something. Pretty bad coaching though.
Funny.
You know, Jack Beer will probably
They're
transfer.
they're
I think
they're
he should
probably
transfer.
gonna get eaten alive. It's okay. All right. As it loads back to the bracket,
You know, when it comes to upsets,
McNeese
teams that
and Texas A&M.
a team like Louisiana Tech that plays slow tends to be the teams that don't make the upsets. You need a team that can get hot and shoot threes if they want to make a run. So
Man, I will be seeded for McNeese and Wisconsin in the second round, bro.
could you imagine a world where McNeese loses to Texas A&M and all of the hype is for nothing?
I can imagine it, but I just don't think they will. I think they're just better than Texas A&M.
Because the online discourse about how much better the SEC is and how we got to get rid of the auto bids for the. Oh wait, sorry, I'm too brain rotted from watching football discussions. It just means more in the
Brandon
SEC.
Bradley is a fucking stud. 17, 8.5, and almost
I mean,
in 3
Tommy
stocks.
Spicer. They got 2 young freshmen leading the team in scoring.
Really good team. Texas A&M.
I mean, I don't even Texas A&M isn't like I don't think they've beaten it. At least from what I can recall, I can't think of any like good team they've beaten that you showed at least.
I know they have a couple good wins, I think.
18-13, that's nasty. 9-11 in conference.
Actually, I
Oh,
mean, not really. Actually, the BYU back when BYU's season wasn't in shambles.
thank God BYU missed the conference.
Outside of that, not really. They are not big game players. They got blown up by 30 by
And they,
Kentucky. That usually happens the other
and
way
they
around.
lost to Georgia.
I mean, they're a bit deeper than the
They started 1-9
Cowboys.
in conference play. That is. They played all the good teams first, and then they beat up on some of the worser teams. And then I don't think A&M's a very good team.
Yeah, I think an upset's possible, but I wouldn't bet on it. I think McNeese is just superior, honestly. Like Bradley's a problem, bro. My God, he's good. All right.
Even when he's rusting, they have another good center in rotation. It's not like you can, usually when you have these smaller teams, if they have a good center, you can just wait till their backup comes
Hold
in.
on.
But
They don't
I'm
have any
against
injuries,
McNeese.
do they? Hold on. Jonah Zealand is out. He tore his Achilles. But I mean, they've
I need
been
to tell it.
cooking without him, so I guess it doesn't really matter. They haven't had him since December.
So yeah, they went all of conference play without him. And you obviously would have loved to have him back, but it's not like a major loss.
They lost to Northwestern to begin the season, and they lost to Northern Iowa in the game that he ruptured his Achilles. That's funny. But they cooked this conference, bro. Nobody could touch them. Like none of these games
Just a
were even
league of
really
their own.
close either.
They were just in a league of their own in conference play. I mean,
Yeah,
they won a game 84-37.
East Texas A&M, the worst team in the nation. Yeah, 25 in a row. Sheesh.
You know what? I'm just not trying to start any drama. They beat Houston Christian. You know who didn't beat Houston Christian?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Beat them by
Just
20.
saying.
and then they beat them by 13 the second time.
Right, we're gonna go run some errands. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to the bracket. Illinois and Princeton.
I'm going Princeton. You know what? I don't like Illinois. They had a game where they scored 39 points. I'm not backing them to do anything. When they lost, they scored like 39. I forget who they played, but they lost like 74 to 39. And at that point, I just thought
Which
to
game
myself,
was
there's no
that?
way. There's no way I'm backing them to win a
Who
conference
did that
game.
to them? That was Wisconsin did that to them.
I don't care. He scored 39 points in a game. You're done. You're dead to me.
It was 43. I think they forced Oregon into 39. I think they beat someone. Yeah, they beat Arizona and then held them to 39. But they had the game where they got blown the fuck out. 43 points to Wisconsin.
Still, I'm just something about
A very
Illinois.
up and down year for them in a very tough conference.
It's just something about Illinois. I don't trust them.
Oh, do they have injuries? No, nothing to anyone's important. And Princeton. I mean, they're solid. So
They weren't supposed to
maybe.
be here. Bit high because I mean, 7-7 in the Ivy League isn't too impressive. I don't really see why they are the 12th seed.
They won every game in the tournament really close. Weston Lynch is their leading scorer. Vandermeer is their leading rebounder and assist guy. I wouldn't call you crazy for picking this upset.
I don't know. I just don't trust Illinois. I just feel like they're gonna come out and have an absolute stinker. Let the Dutch man, what is it, Rick Van Diermer?
Rick Vandermeer.
Yeah, whatever his name is. He's gonna be unleashed. He's gonna drop
UCLA.
5,000 points.
Oh,
UCLA's
I see this team's problem. They don't rebound very well.
I mean, against Montana, that probably won't be that big of an issue, but later, I mean, that's gonna be a problem later.
Yeah, that's almost for sure gonna keep them from winning a championship or anything like that.
I mean, maybe they could make it to the Sweet 16, but I think McNeese would beat them, and I think Wisconsin would beat them. I mean, I might be a little sneaky and have a little Princeton Sweet 16 run in my bracket.
I think one of these lower seeds is gonna make noise. Someone's gonna do it. I just don't know which one.
And then, yeah, my gut says Princeton just because I think I don't think Illinois is a very good team. I don't think UCLA is very good.
Honestly, Montana over UCLA looks kind of tempting. I agree with Corey. That's a little tempting.
I was thinking
I
about
don't know.
it.
I don't know if I want to go that far, but it's tempting.
It's just hard as when you're making a bracket when you have a 12 versus 13 game and you're like, that is very rare to have a 12v13 game.
Having both in the same region. Purdue and Lipscomb. This is also Lipscomb. I feel like is a really dangerous matchup. Purdue. Yeah, their offense is, man, their 3-point shooting is bad, like actually bad.
Because they haven't released.
But they hold teams with the lowest field goal percentage in the nation.
It's because of that Kraken Giles defense. He's always helping out, and that's why they can't score in them.
Did they have injuries?
Does Kraken Giles even start? Actually, I don't even know.
Yes, he does.
Kraken Giles leading the way. I was cooking with that name.
Eddie Wiggins, obviously the headliner there. He's probably going to the league.
Yeah, I mean, this Purdue team, they don't wow me in anything, but I mean, I don't think they could make some noise
I mean,
potentially.
the thing about Lipscomb is because they have the best player in the game. Look at this dude.
Let's see this guy. Once your stream catches up. Wow, a 90. Holy 99 3, 99 mid range, 99
99
perimeter,
perimeter
90.
and interior defense. Like, oh my god. That's
Is this
6'6".
LeBron? Why is LeBron playing him? Get this guy out of college and into the league. What are you doing,
Yeah,
man?
he's one and done. He's a freshman too. Like, he's insane.
Why did he go to
Him
Lipscomb?
versus Wiggins, bro.
Why did he go to Lipscomb?
Lipscomb's also the best rebounding team in the league, in the nation, just in general, both sides of the ball.
God, how can I not go a 6v11 upset with? Oh, this is tough. But I mean, you can't pick too many 6 versus 11s because surely a 6 seed wins. But it feels like every time I look at these, I want to go the 11 seed.
They turn over the ball though. That's their weakness. But man, the rebounding, that's a huge strength, and also just having this guy.
I mean, it's not like they're rebounding against chumps either. The ASUN's a pretty decent conference. You know, it's not like they're rebounding against a bunch of MAC teams. No offense to the MAC.
That's gonna be close. Like, Purdue has the better like depth, but I mean, if Stones is gonna go off, that puts all that you can. Doesn't mean
I guess
anything.
my question comes down to how bad will Lipscomb play when, you know, he's on the bench.
That's true.
Like, can they hang when he's resting? Because I mean, if there's like 9 minutes where he's on the bench and they have like a minus like 15-point differential, I don't know if they can make that up.
Here's Auburn. They're playing Ball State round 1. Ooh, they don't have their
This is not an impressive team to look at all.
don't have their starting forward Amir Muhammad. Broken finger.
Frauds. He's done for the tournament, it seems.
Yeah. That's gonna be rough sledding for them. I think they'll beat Ball State.
Probably, but I mean, whether Lipscomb or Purdue wins that matchup, I think they probably go to the Sweet 16. I don't see Auburn to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I don't know. Auburn they're in a tough spot. I mean, like, yeah, they've been struggling down the stretch too. Like, they've lost bad teams too. Oh man. Tennessee, Georgia, and LSU got you guys.
My heart wants to pick Ball State, but my gut says you probably shouldn't. But my heart wants to go with the Ball State boys.
I think Ball State they're just not good enough. They don't have the guys to pull an upset like this.
You know, if this was like a Western Carolina who probably should be here, this is like if Louisiana Tech was the 14 seed, which they probably should have been, I would have taken Louisiana Tech. It's a shame they got like mega disrespected by being the 16 seed.
Interesting. I'd go Auburn here just because Ball State just doesn't have enough.
I'm gonna go Auburn as well. I'm not taking Auburn past round 2.
Okie State and Miami. Let's look at the Cowboys first. Pretty mid. Although they take care of the ball.
They play a very slow game, it seems. Their coach is awful.
Yes, I'll be uploading this on YT. Do they have injuries? Nope, they are.
They don't rebound. They don't get assists. They don't.
Chapman's their leading scorer.
They don't shoot very particularly well.
This Okie State can hope to win this game, and that's probably about it.
I don't even think they will win this game.
How
Give me
about Miami?
I
What?
think. Barring some injury or something.
I mean, Miami seems like they've been playing over their heads a little bit.
Overall wise, they're not very good.
I mean, their
I
stat
mean,
profile looks a little better than what I'm seeing here.
but I mean, 14-6 in the ACC. That's nothing to scoff at.
Are
They play
they
good
injured at
defense.
all? Depth forward, David James, hamstring strain. He's
Look,
gonna be out.
regardless of who wins this game, look, congrats on winning this game. You're losing to Kansas. I don't even think Kansas is all that good.
EJ Butler's their leading scorer, 17 a game. He can shoot it.
I mean, overall wise, Miami's clearly the worst team out of the two.
And yet I don't even know who I'd take in this. Miami's team seems like they actually have like an identity and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Neil's wondering if Oklahoma State and Kansas played because they're both in the Big 12.
Yes, I can check that. Or no, I saw Miami. Oh no. Go back. There we go. Oklahoma State and Kansas. They played late in the year. Kansas beat them by 20. Did they play again? Okie State got them the first time, so they split.
Okay.
Oklahoma State won in Stillwater. Kansas won in Lawrence.
That was 3 months ago. When a couple days ago they lost by 20. It really seems like they were doing pretty well in the season. They were 13-4, and they went on a.
It came to a grinding halt at the end.
They're in really bad form right
Beat
now.
Baylor and they almost upset Arizona State in the Big 12 tournament.
But I mean, losing to TCU is not a very good loss. But they did play good teams, in fairness. I mean, Kansas is a good team. West Virginia is decent. Beating Baylor's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, statistically, I would say logically you should take Oklahoma State, but for some reason my heart says Miami. So sometimes you gotta believe in your heart.
And then we got, I believe this is Kansas and Lemoyne. How is Kansas looking? I mean, they look good.
I mean, Miami, in fairness for
They're not
Neil's,
bad at anything. Not a crazy.
Neil's wondering if Neil played at anybody. Like, did they have any big wins? I did see they were 14-6 in conference play.
I can go back to that for you.
Statistically, Kansas. Oh my! They don't turn the ball over and they don't commit fouls. That's. Can you ask for anything other than that?
Miami got a win against Syracuse. Got a win against Pitt.
They beat Pitt.
They swept Syracuse actually.
They do have some decent wins. Lost to Virginia, lost to Duke.
I mean,
They beat Florida
hot.
State.
They were on a 9-game winning streak before they lost to Duke in a blowout, but.
Oh, that was a tournament. Oh, okay. But, I mean, they did lose by like 40 to Duke, so they're not. They were on a big winning streak, though.
EJ Butler, man, he was balling out on this streak.
Casey
Richardson was doing good too.
Started off a huge win streak with a stunning win over Pitt, but then they played Duke and they just got their mouth punched in.
All right. Does Kansas have any injuries? Only a depth guard. Tore his groin. Ouch. Ow. I don't even want to imagine how that happened. That sounds like it hurt.
Ooh.
And Jarrell Gaines is their leading scorer. Basil Bovin. Dennis Hoke. Gaines also leading rebounder. Robertson's their leading assister. Robinson also doing work with the stocks. They got guys who get stocks. That's important to me. They're good everywhere. They could, yeah. These are big. Like that helps so much in tournament. How about Lemoyne? Do they have any redeeming qualities, or are they just about to get murdered? They can rebound okay. Everywhere else, they're very bad to mid. They're gonna get killed. Warren's their leading scorer. Yeah, they're about to get murdered. Let's see. Which region you guys want? Duke region or the Arizona State region? Oh, Kansas schedule. Hold up, I got you.
Probably gonna be McNeese and Kansas. If either of those teams even make it that far.
I know
I
Kansas
assume
had a
McNeese will
rough
be
patch
touched.
here. They started the season really good. Got their first loss to Michigan, and then they kind of they're struggling for a bit.
They lost to Kansas State twice, correct?
They beat them the first time, and then they lost the next two meetings. Kansas State's the only team that's beaten them in a while.
Maybe Kansas State just has Kansas's number this year.
Possibly. Outside of the K-State matchup, I've liked their vibes. They've been really good.
I guess just to ask this question now while we're still going over it, do you have any like big upsets? Be like a 2v15 upset or a 314 or a 116
Let's
upset in
see
your bracket? Do you think?
who I would think could get tripped up. Let's look at the bracket again.
Because I personally have one 2v15 upset.
I get weird vibes about Morehead State and Alabama.
That's what I was thinking. That is exactly what I was thinking. Listen,
like
how can you trust
if Wisconsin wasn't so dominant, I'd like Louisiana Tech in an upset too. I just don't think Wisconsin could lose a game like that.
Yeah, like if Louisiana Tech was the 14 seed against Auburn, give me Louisiana Tech, but they're not, so you know.
All right,
I think Wisconsin's too good for Louisiana.
I guess we'll look at Arizona State.
They are filled with a bunch of frauds in their bracket, so.
Sun Devils, they're solid. They do everything pretty well. No real weaknesses besides like offensive rebounding, maybe. Do I think that McNeese could pull that? Maybe. Brandon Bradley would have to play out of his mind, which I think is possible.
Honestly, I'll say this. I think Wisconsin is more likely to lose in round 2 than round 3. I don't think that's a crazy take.
I mean, my personal
prediction.
They're not going to have Corey Golden. He broke his arm a while ago. He's been out for a while. Never mind. They've been fine.
Does Jacoby James actually play? I forget.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I know Jacoby James.
I know he does. He does start.
Jacoby James is going to lead Arizona State to national championship.
He doesn't do anything but defend, though.
He's going to drop 50 randomly. You'll see. Does Prairie View A&M have any redeeming qualities? Anything that they could maybe
let's see.
do anything against ASU?
Can rebound. They don't foul all that much.
Is that really going to matter when you're playing Yeah, that's something.
I mean, the reason the rebounding numbers are good because they have Dalen Hunt. This dude is a glass eater. Look at this dude. Averaging 12 and 12. Walking double-double.
Yeah. But I mean, I do have to wonder, because when he's in conference play, he's probably not going up against many other 7-footers, you know?
Maybe. I think his stats are mostly legit.
I'm not saying it's not legit, I'm just saying, you know.
They're very good down the stretch. Von Ward is their leading scorer. Dalen Hunt, he's their guy. It's gonna be him. 2.5 stocks for him a game too. If this is gonna be any kind of competitive, it's gonna be because he had a really good game. Miss the mid off in the 8-9 matchup here. Mississippi State, they turn the ball over a ton and they don't shoot the three well at all. Although their raw offensive numbers aren't bad, so I guess they get in the paint. Good rebounding team. I don't know. I see teams that turn the ball over a lot, and I just get nervous. That could come back and bite you at any time. And UNC, their offense just isn't very good. That's their problem. Very spotty on that side of the ball. And their rebounding isn't anything to write home about. Team defense is okay, though. If there's anything to call a strength there, and they shoot it okay. Need some offensive players. That is what UNC needs. They are lacking in consistency there. I'd probably take UNC just because they don't turn the ball over as much as Mississippi State. That's about it for that. I don't know. That's a tough one. Depends whose strengths show up more. West Virginia, they play Monmouth. I pegged this as a potential upset spot because they've just been playing really bad recently. The shooting and the turnovers, that's a problem. Everything else, they're really good. Rebounding is really good. Has UNC beaten anyone good? Hold up. Beat Arkansas.
Drink some water.
Beat Vanderbilt. You have a win over Louisville, who ended up being pretty good. Miami is in the tournament. Beat them.
Did you go over the 8/9 game already?
Yeah, I'm going over it right now. Just finish it.
Yeah.
Honestly, outside of that, they were not really a factor. Man, Duke, they got pummeled in Cameron Indoor.
Oh, bad run of form recently. They lost to Notre
Only game
Dame.
against Duke, and they got absolutely pummeled.
You know, I don't think UNC is a good team, but I think they're gonna get some like mediocre win over Mississippi State, then lose in the round of 32.
I think I'd take them against the Bulldogs.
That is
To
the
be
battle of the
Arizona
mid,
State,
though.
Arizona State, I think it'd be a little rich though. They just aren't good enough on offense. I don't think. Not the kind of team I think could beat ASU. Alright, back to West Virginia. They have the best player in the game, Trenton Derrickson, who's probably going to go to the league after this year. Unless he's a real freak and just has to come back because he's a West Virginia guy. 19, 7.5, 6 assists. It's him, bro. It's all you, bro.
If he comes up, if he performs, he performs. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
And they're gonna play Monmouth.
You got a bot in your chat. You can get, oh my god, you can get free viewers. How awesome.
Ban this guy. I don't want to reply. God damn it. Ban. Get out of here. Monmouth is they look like they could pull an upset. Seaver is really
I mean, they have
good.
two. Stieber's really good. I mean, you think Cayenne's a straight to the league kind of guy?
Maybe. Definitely consider.
I think he probably transfers to a big school then commits to.
Seaver and Nelson, Anthony Seaver and Nelson Kane.
Did you think about anybody else for our tree? Yeah.
I think it's market.
It's a little late now, kid. Think about it.
They had a bit of a rough spell near the end of the
No.
regular season, but they turned it up in the conference tournament. Although
But
most of their
how
other
would you
ops
feel?
kind of got cooked.
Yeah. It's what it is, huh?
They could do it. Jeez, Kane in a 35-point game here. Holy shit. Seavers had some monster games on the boards. Yeah, Kane's their leading scorer. Seavers a double-double guy. Got Ortega who's pitches in. They got the duo that could do it. That's all I'll say. These guys get stocks too. Like, if these guys take over the game, all bets are off.
Don't have to late tonight because I have our movies tomorrow.
Those guys versus Dirksen. For West Virginia. Alright, back to Kentucky and UNC Asheville. Kentucky, how do they look?
Bad.
Oh,
You might guess.
they score a lot, but they foul a lot. And their defense is
Second best
honestly pretty
offense in the
bad.
country.
Their defense is pretty bad.
Did a lot of rebounds. I still think they're frauds.
Kentucky, that's funny. It's probably a typo, but it's very funny. I know Kentucky's had some really bad losses this year. Losing to Arkansas Pine Bluff is so crazy. Houston absolutely bulldozed them by 50. Lost to Virginia, lost to Arkansas, got blitzed by Auburn. Man, when they lose pretty badly.
They lost badly to Vandy. Beat LSU, but that doesn't mean anything.
Statistics,
Looks like they kind of
Jeremy
beat up on the
Roy and
bad
Jimmy
team.
Estrada are the leading scorers. Brian Weisinger.
To be honest, it just kind of looks like they beat up on the bad teams and lose to the good ones.
CJ Shabbat's a good stock getter. He's got 4 per game. How about Big South champions that aren't even 500? Man, they really won their conference. It's a hilarious stat profile. I don't know how this team did it.
Unk.
They're probably going to be food.
5-11 in conference play.
Nehemiah Nichols scores a lot, but that's about it.
How did this
I
team
don't
beat
think they have much of a
Kentucky?
chance.
I'm sick to my stomach. We're just giving Kentucky a ride to the round of 32, unfortunately.
Hate it here. All right, Louisville and Fort Wayne. This should be. I actually am very intrigued by this one. Louisville,
What is
they're solid. They turn over the ball a bit more than you'd like, but I don't think that's a back-breaking weakness per se. They don't do it quite as much as some of the other teams we've looked at. What about their schedule? What do they got going? Oh, they have a loss at SMU. But they followed it immediately up with wins over Pitt and Duke.
What? This is what an odd team. They lost to Syracuse. I mean, this looks like a good team.
They have big wins and they also have some pretty head-scratching losses.
Florida State's a head scratcher. Notre Dame's a head scratcher. UNC's a bit of a head scratcher. Buffalo, that's not a great loss.
First game of the season. Anders Rolofsson is the leading scorer. I mean, they're balanced. They got 5 guys over double figures. Maybe they embraced the scoring balance. Just made them a lot more difficult to beat night to night, maybe. All right,
They're hard to kill.
What about their opponent? One of the better offenses in the nation here. Not really much to say defensively, though. Do they have any big wins? Beat Butler. That's something, I guess. Didn't really play.
Butler was like a
They
bit of a
haven't
bubble
really
team.
played anybody. Damn, my music turned off again. The hell. Yes, I'd like to continue watching. I mean, they're also balanced too. They got 5 guys over double figures too. Glenn Deschamps is the leading scorer. I don't know. This upset could happen. Depends who shows up, honestly. Whose team game is better? UConn versus Howard. Is there even anything to talk about here? UConn much more of a defensive team.
I think UConn wins. Next question, I guess.
Versus Howard. Yeah, Howard's ass. The fuck. Come on, UConn. You can't lose to this. There's no way.
They don't score. They're bad on defense. This is not a this. That would be a disgraceful loss for the Huskies.
Utah and Ohio State. That's definitely one I know people are gonna be divided on. Utah had a good season, but man, they cannot shoot.
Ew. They might be the worst shooting country team in the nation. Holy crap. And they fouled the ball. They don't really keep the ball very well either.
Very strange statistical profile here. What the hell? Ohio State, how about you guys? Yeah, honestly, I'd probably take the Buckeyes in this game. Better coach, too.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. I think the Buckeyes are a better team than the record shows. They just find a really, really tough conference.
That Ron Howard. Oh, and they're also missing. Oh damn, he'd been hurt for a bit. Bench center. Compound fracture probably in his leg. Ouch. See, I got any injuries? Pat Ron Howard. It's gonna be a tough go for Utah. All right, Alabama and Morehead State. Is there anything to these vibes that I'm feeling?
You know what? I think yes. And I am predicting Morehead State beats Alabama. I don't know why. My heart tells me that that will happen. And you know what? You gotta believe in your heart sometimes. I'm not predicting any 14 seeds to win. I'm not predicting any 16 seeds to win.
Alabama's
But I am
got a really good
predicting
offense.
Morehead to pull it off.
There is some chase
I
in
don't
the
know.
armor, though. I will say.
I just think Alabama's fraudulent.
Their defense isn't great by any means, and they foul the ball. They foul a lot. Not a great pure shooting team, although they shoot the three pretty well. But their schedule. Oh yeah, we gotta shout out the Houston Christian lost by 19, and they lost to Idaho State too. Damn, I didn't even see that one.
This is not a good team. I'm sorry. Fraudulent. Morehead State is gonna win the game.
But they
I can feel it.
somehow got away with the SEC title.
That's because everyone in the SEC sucks. Okay, let's not.
Beat Georgia,
you know,
Vandy, Kentucky, and Missouri.
I don't think any of those are good teams. I don't think any of those teams are good teams.
The
I don't
Coleman
think Alabama's that
Coliseum.
good.
Yeah, they
They are
are.
going to go play Morehead State, and they are going to walk out with an L and be embarrassed.
Ryan Conley is their leading scorer.
I just realized in my predictions, I don't have a single SEC team making the Sweet 16.
So that's how you feel about them.
The entire conference is a bunch of frauds.
I thought Auburn was a cut above, but they ended the season with a thud. Now I'm not so
I think
sure
they'll
about that.
lose. I think they'll lose to Purdue in the round of 32. Got it back,
Oh, I
Kraken
gotta
Giles.
check Morehead State. Man, they fouled the ball too.
They themselves have a good offense though. They shoot the three really well. If they can get hot from the three. They rebound well
Definitely
offensively.
out there as an upset pick, but I can see where you're coming from.
You know what? I believe the SEC are fraudulent. It would be wrong of me not to back it up, you know?
Warner James, leading scorer. Luka Lang, leading rebounder. Maybe they do the impossible.
If there was a team to lose as a 2 seed in the round 1, it would be the Crimson Tide.
All right, last region. Gonna look at Duke, the fraudulent 1 seed that I don't think deserved that at all.
I mean, I think they'll beat Abilene Christian, obviously. They'll beat Virginia Tech, I think. But maybe my sneak prediction
Counting
is I think
stats,
they're
they're
the first
pretty
1
good
seed to
at.
go down.
But fouls, man, oh my god, that's like the worst thing we've seen. They just foul.
Cool. Yeah, I think Duke goes out in the Sweet 16 to K-State.
Shooting's not great either.
don't know. I'm just not impressed. I mean, I think they're good enough to win 2 games in a row. You know, I think they'll beat a bad Abilene Christian team. I think they'll beat Virginia Tech, but I think Kansas State's going to be the team that takes them down in the Sweet 16.
They're balanced too. They got 6 guys who, honestly 7 guys who score points for them. Their losses were to Maryland, Clemson, Louisville, Virginia, Virginia Tech, and then to Pitt in the ACC tournament. But they do have a propensity to blow teams out. They have a lot of blowout wins this year.
It seems like when they lose, they get blown out, though. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, most of the losses are.
I mean, they got
besides the
blown out by Virginia.
besides the Virginia game, they've been the close losses.
The Clemson loss is the one that makes you scratch your head a bit. What record did Clemson even end up with?
Clemson was 14-17.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened that night.
Jamar Mason went the fuck off. Oh my god, that's what happened. 38-8.
Wow.
Holy shit. He cooked them.
38-8. Meanwhile,
His
Duke's
6
leading
stocks,
scorer had
13
16.
for 17 shooting. Oh my god, they didn't stand a chance against that. What the hell? And they're playing Abilene. I wonder if they have any chance. Oh. I would say not really. They're not excellent at anything. Buck Holden was a hero for them in the UAC tournament. That's about all I can say.
Look, they should be proud to be here, you know? Let's give them, they deserve some respect for making it, but, you know.
Yeah, just so you know, Jamar's probably going to go to the league after this year. He's like a 94 overall freshman. Yeah, they're
Do those guys ever
probably
stay,
gonna
or is it?
Most guys who are like over 90 overall declare. Most of the time, anyway.
Hmm.
How long is the stream going? An hour and a half? Alright, we're getting to the last few games. Virginia Tech and Baylor.
This one's, I mean, Baylor at one point when the conference play started, they were hot. I remember them beating Arizona, but
this guy's gonna be the #1 pick, by the way. Probably, anyway. Maybe Jedi Stones from Lipscomb overtakes him just because he's a year younger, but this guy's fucking elite. Jackson Montgomery.
99 overall. He has higher overall than potential. 96, 99,
Yeah,
99.
this is an example of a guy who goes past his potential. That can happen in this game.
I think that's cool. Yeah, that guy is a demon. What's he averaging?
He's averaging 18.5, 10 boards, 4 assists, and 4.5 stocks a game.
Lord have mercy. The rest of his team isn't that good.
Yeah,
But,
he's got Bane here. He's like the only other guy that's worth a damn. Actually got higher potential than Montgomery, which is kind of funny to me. Do they have injuries? No, not really. Their guard play is pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna hold them back. If Montgomery isn't doing a total carry job, it's gonna be rough.
So far, it seems like, if I recall, the only team that's really like super injured is St. Mary's.
They have. I mean, they're just like a middle of the pack ACC team to me.
Nothing special. I
And
mean,
oh my god, they
what
lost to
did-
Northern Arizona. Oh my god, how did that happen?
whoa, wait. They lost to the Northern Arizona. Are we talking about the same Northern Arizona here?
Jackson Montgomery went off and they fucking what the hell? What a weird game.
See, this is why they need to trust the process at NAU.
Oh my god.
They need to
I
trust the
know
process.
Jackson had to be pissed after this game. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they don't got guards. That's an issue.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think he can do enough to beat Baylor, but there's no way they beat the 1 seed, surely, right? You think? I don't think they could beat Duke.
How about Baylor? What do they got?
They were hot at one point, you know, but it looked like they kind
Bad
of cooled
shooting
off.
team. Everywhere else they're okay-ish. Pretty good on like they take care of the ball though. That's good.
They have one really good guard in Raymond Cassiano.
They got Reevely and Logan Brown as the bigs. Jack Herney's decent.
I mean, they barely score more points than they give up a game, which is a sign that they probably get blown out in losses when they lose. Every 8-9 seed sucks other than McNeese. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, they just kind of got overshadowed by a lot of the better teams in the Big 12.
I mean, yeah, they beat Kansas and Arizona.
Got
but
a nice
after
win
that,
over ASU though. That's an actual good
Okay.
win. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they finished-
Baylor could beat Virginia. It all depends on how well Montgomery plays, honestly.
I think it's Montgomery versus Cassiano. Whoever plays better probably ends up winning the game. Oh,
Houston and Charlotte.
I'm kind of feeling Charlotte. I don't know. I know Houston's hot, but just something about Houston just doesn't feel right.
They don't steal the ball at all. They do not do that. They get
They don't
blocked
shoot
though.
threes very well. They get blocks. True.
Everywhere else they're
Only-
pretty good though.
Good guard play.
Yeah, this stretch was ugly. West Virginia, Cincinnati, Okie State, Texas Tech, and Baylor got them. But after that, they were a really tough out. Besides the Kansas, absolutely
They beat.
bullying them.
They beat Arizona, beat ASU.
Went on a 10-game win streak after the Kansas L, including a dominant win over Arizona.
Beat Cincinnati, beat UCF, Okie State, Iowa State, but then
ASU got payback.
I mean, they had scored 46 against Kansas, so I guess they're a very hot and cold team. The question is, did losing to ASU make them cold? Do you think they could go back to the form that they were on, or do you think they're kind of demotivated?
I don't know if one loss is gonna eliminate all this that they did here. The Arizona win was really good. They were playing really dominant basketball here for the most part. Good defense. How about, or actually, hold up, let me look at their roster real quick. They're missing a depth big, but they got plenty of guys. Brushwood, torn rotator cuff back in January. These rotator cuff injuries, man. Montandon and Styles lead. Envy's Custom, Samir Styles. He's gonna
Rest in
be
peace,
he
Envy.
gonna be great.
Somewhere out there in the world, he's happy knowing that Samir Styles is cooking.
Yeah, Montandon and Styles are gonna have to be the. If they play well, they got a good chance to win. Also, Tyler Williamson is their first big. What about Charlotte? Do they have what it takes? They steal the ball way more than Houston does. They don't rebound all that well, though. That could be an issue.
Yeah, the lack of rebounds could really come to bite them. I mean, they shoot well, other than the three.
They
This is
just
not a
they
very
finished the
impressive
season
record.
hot. Like blowing out Memphis. That's a good win. Especially after they played Memphis and got blown out themselves the last time.
When it comes to pure overalls, though, they are not impressive. I'm gonna have to change my mind and go Houston.
Oliver Patterson, leading scorer. Pat Evans, Renz Visser.
Charlotte's a lot worse than I thought they were.
Ollie
I'm gonna
Howell,
change my-
torn
I'm gonna change my
ankle
pick.
ligament. Ouch. He's a depth guy. He hardly even played for them. Never mind. It's not anyone important. I'll tell you, if they pulled this out, it'd be a crazy ass upset. That's all I'll say.
I think Houston probably wins, but I'm really high on Kansas State. I'm really high on Kansas State.
K-State and Utah Valley. Their defense is not good, and they turn the ball over a lot, but they have been, I guess they've been on the other side of the downsides of those categories recently, because they've been playing really good ball. Got senior
They
leaders on
score
their
a
team.
lot. They give up a lot of points, but they outscore you.
Just a really good stretch of ball here since late
They're a
January.
hot front, man. I mean, losing to ASU, obviously not great, but you know, I mean, right now they are. I mean, look at that. They went from what 13-9 to 23-11. That's 8-2 in the last 10. Yeah, 8-2 in the last 10.
Lopez,
Or
their
excuse
leading
me, 22 in the
scorer.
last 10.
Uchak up there as well. Gil Harrison, Curtis McGowan. Lopez and Uchak are their best players. Don't get a lot of blocks. And they're playing Utah Valley. Who, I mean, Dahlmeyer could have something to say about it. He's good. They shoot the
Other than
ball
that,
well. Nothing else here is really all that
they don't rebound
sensational.
very well.
But they
They
aren't
don't get
they aren't
blocked for
outright
steals.
terrible at anything.
The only thing they're really good at shooting threes, but they have one of the worst coaches I've seen in this tournament.
Dennis Larby.
No
He kind
offense,
of a
Dennis,
bum.
you're not that guy, pal.
But
You're
but
not
he
that
had
guy.
he had a good team and he coached them to this point, so that's something
That is
for
true.
him. Dahlmeyer obviously the leader here. Him and Pinella, they got to be the ones to step up, I think. Man, they got some injuries too. Oh shit. A deep thigh bruise. Trent Hoffman's not going to be there. That's tough. That's a starter. Then Glenn Daniels, bench big. Oh, he's been out for. Oh, yes, been out recently. Torn rotator cuff. These rotator cuff injuries, man, they're killing people.
We need to have an investigation over these injuries, man. Something's fishy going on.
All right, Syracuse and Iona. This should be a fun one to break down.
I love Iona as an 11 seed, but I love Syracuse as a 6 seed.
Not a good shooting team. That'd be their weakness.
Yeah. They rebound well, which is something.
Wrist sprain for
They
this
get a lot
dude.
of steals, a lot of blocks, so they're one of the best teams when it comes to forcing turnovers.
Ryan Caputo leads the team in points, 16 a game.
That guy cannot shoot the ball to save his life.
Yeah, no real good shooters on this team, to be honest. Like, I mean, Delgado and Caputo are okay, but this percentages just aren't great, though. 3-point shooting is not a strength for this team at all. And they're gonna play Iona. See how they look. One of the better offenses in the nation. The best shooting team in the nation. Huh.
Oh
That
man,
could be that could be a problem.
why did these two teams have to play each other, man? I'm so high. I think they're both really good teams. They shoot the three, third best in the country. They shoot the field goal, first best in the country. Got a good coach. Got some good players.
Coach Crafton got them shooting good.
They score a lot of points but play good defense.
Dennis Winters, their leading scorer. Nicholas Leopardi. Yeah, they got
Don't turn the ball over.
4 guys
Yeah,
over
it's
double
good.
figures. They're not relying on one guy. Leopardi leads in assists. Hernan leads in Leopardi leads in rebounds. Sorry, Hernan leads in assists. Leopardi's a good big. 14, 7, and get some stocks too.
This will be a fun matchup. I don't know. I think this one's a real coin toss.
They beat you in the with the mid range in the paint, but they're very efficient on their threes.
That's a tough. I don't know. It's a tough one to predict.
Redshirt
I mean,
sophomore, 81 overall.
is it crazy
His
to
ratings
say if
aren't
there's
crazy though.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of holds him back. I mean, I will
He's
say
got a
if there
good
was
three
an
ball,
11,
good midi, good
if
playmaking.
we were to see an 11 seed make the Final Four, I think it'd be Iona. I don't think it'll happen, but they're the team I think has the highest potential as an 11 seed.
Do you have any good wins? I know the 13 team conferences play like 24 games in their conference, so they only play like 4 non-conference games. So I don't even know if they played anybody. Yeah, they played like. I mean, these teams aren't bad, but they lost 3 of the 4 games they played out of conference.
I mean, they ain't play nobody. Lost to Cornell, Old Dominion, Boston College, Sacred Heart.
Are they just better than a
Maybe-
bunch of bums? Is that what I'm learning right now?
1-3 non-con is really disgusting.
And I guess we'll
But
find
because-
out. I like the
But isn't
idea
there-
of Iona upsetting, but I think I'd probably go Syracuse.
I want to go Syracuse.
They just played a more reasonable schedule to actually think they could do that. USC and Belmont. Let's take a look at these guys. USC's not bad anywhere, honestly. All the counting stats look pretty good. Anthony McKinder is their best player. Yeah, that opening loss to Ohio, lost to UAB. But since then, they've been a really hard out. I mean, except for these 2 losses here. Don't know if I don't think I like these.
This is
Don't know if they're
Not
coming.
the best
I hope they
form.
aren't coming down at the wrong time.
2 losses in the last 3. Probably not enough to cause them to lose to Belmont.
Espinoza
I
and
think
McKinder. Was he hurt? Oh, he had an
I could see
injury
Syracuse beating them.
back in January. McKinder, Caswell, Galvin. McKinder gets 3.5 stocks a game though. No injuries to speak of. Okay. What about Belmont?
With Belmont got to work with.
Their coach is ass. But they shoot the ball well. 5th, they don't shoot the 3 well at all. Oh my god, 300th.
Well, I've seen worse this tournament, so they're another team that will shoot
And
the
the
three.
turnovers too.
I don't see it. I don't see an upset. I think USC probably wins, but I don't think they go far.
They just have this beat down of UNI. Hold their hat, hang their hat on. Roddy Booth leads the team in scoring. Chris Hellard. Yeah, I don't really see it. Crittenden's a good defensive player. I have no idea. Maybe it's just dumb luck.
I don't know. I mean, USC probably pulls it out and beats Belmont. But I don't think USC is a very good basketball team in the grand scheme of things.
Missouri and Ole Miss. This should be a interesting one. Almost to the end of this preview.
So Missouri was really hot in the SEC conference play, but you know, for some reason, my gut tells me they're gonna lose to Ole Miss. I just got a strange feeling that they're gonna come out and disappoint.
Brault's their star. He was really good in the SEC tournament. Yeah, pretty spotty team, honestly. They beat Ole Miss in their last meeting. If that means anything.
That's something to take note of. Was it at home or at Ole Miss?
At home, in their first meeting, Ole Miss won in Oxford.
So it's kind of a toss-up game. We naturally, you would say Missouri has momentum, so they'll probably do it. But I don't know.
I think with Ole
Just
Miss,
something
they have the
about-
best player in the game though, Lindner. He's 94 overall.
Yeah, I think I'll go Ole Miss in this one.
But man, this roster drops off quick though.
Is there any injuries?
Not to Ole Miss. Let me check Mizzou. Samir Silva, but he's like a depth guy. Oh, he actually was a starter. But he's been out for a while. That I don't think that plays much of a factor.
Yeah.
He broke his ankle on Christmas Day. Hate to see it.
Oh, poor guy. I think this one's a toss-up. It comes down to
Oh
who
yeah,
thinks
oh man, I was
better.
kind of hating on Riley Nguyen. He was a good player for them too. But Brault's like 14, 6.5 and 6, almost 3 stocks. He's good. If Mizzou wins, it's going to be because he outplayed Lindner.
That's
Check Ole
possible.
Miss. What did they do? They have a win over Kentucky. They have a win over Alabama too.
Yeah, so they're no slouch.
They got some losses. They lost some Americans pretty bad. The other two can forgive a little more. Losing to South Carolina is really bad.
Weren't
That was
they
a-
what?
they
14th in
got
the SEC?
swept by South Carolina. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
South Carolina's buns, bro. Oh my, look at them. These guys
Who-
suck. Oh my
Who
god.
else? Who else did South Carolina beat in the SEC?
That's a good question. 2 wins
Or
over
even-
Ole Miss. They beat Florida once. That's funny.
And that was it.
Yep.
Ooh. Look, maybe Ole Miss South Carolina just had Ole Miss's number. South Carolina knows something everyone else doesn't.
And for, yep, Lindner and Stojanovic lead for the Rebels. They are their 2 best players. I don't know. Depends what you like. Missouri has been hot. I think they have the hottest player for sure, but pure overall, Ole Miss has the 2 best players in the game.
True. And the last matchup is
Michigan and
versus who?
Navy.
Navy. That was it.
All right, Michigan is a really good team. They're the best assist team in the nation, 3rd in blocks.
Nasty. You know, I know it's kind of. I'll just say what I think the national championship game will be right here, right now, since we've gone through the list. I'm going Wisconsin versus Michigan in the national championship.
Whew. I
And
like
I'm
that
taking
pick,
Wisconsin.
honestly.
And I'm taking
An-
Wisconsin.
another game versus these 2. Michigan just not as good as them.
Yeah, my final 4. Let me pull it up. I'm going Arizona, Wisconsin, ASU, Michigan. With a hope maybe you'll see an Arizona versus Arizona battle, but instead you get Wisconsin, Michigan again.
I know Michigan had a bugaboo during the season of like losing games on the road. Like they lost to Penn State and Rutgers on the road. 2 like ugly ass losses, but outside of that, like nothing really crazy.
I think Michigan's a really good team.
And Arizona
And-
beat the shit out of them in Tucson.
You know what? I don't think Duke's a very good team. Well,
And just go
I'm
profile.
very
Mark
great.
Ellenby is their leading scorer. Cliff Connor, Nick McSpadden, and Seth Mazion are all in double figures. McSpadden's leader in assists. He's one of the best assist guys in the nation. Good team. I mean, they're solid. They got guys that fill roles here. I don't know. Is the neutral court the same as on the road, or are they gonna play better?
I think neutral court is obviously a difference because you know when you're on the road you have the
Uh-oh, they're not
I
gonna
feel
have
like they're
Cliff Connor for the first game or 2, first weekend. I think
mean, I don't really-
they can overcome that though.
Yeah, because I mean they're gonna be playing
Like they have
Navy
other
and-
guys that can fill his role.
Yeah,
Like they still have Allenby, leading scorer. So I don't think they're dead on the water without him.
if it was like a permanent injury, like he's be out for the tournament, that would make me reconsider. But I think even without him, they'll beat Navy, and I don't think they'll beat
I mean,
Ole Miss.
who would step up? Probably Kyle and UZ would be the next guy up, and he's fine. He's 84 overall. Yeah, this shouldn't be a huge drop off. You just give more of the load to McSpadden or let Mazion get more action, maybe. He's a lockdown though, so probably more just give it to Ellenby, let him hoop. And as for Navy, what kind of chances do they have? Good rebounding team and a good defensive team, but offensively they are dog shit. Oh my god, and they turn the ball over a lot.
They don't score and they don't shoot. That might be the. Not you know, it's the second worst shooting team we've seen so far.
This
There
team was
one that
all
like,
about the
three.
defense. If the defense wasn't winning them games, they weren't winning.
And I mean, how is that? I mean, they have a good defense for the Patriot League. How is that going to go when you play
Larry
a team like
Pryor's their
Michigan?
best player.
Can you look at how they did in the non-con? Oh, and look at that, 5'7" guard, have to carry the team.
They started the season 0-9. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
And once they got to conference play, it all got better. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to Missouri,
Yeah,
lost to
I
NDSU,
don't think I don't think Navy's got
lost
much of
to
a
San
chance in this
Diego
game.
State, lost to Rhode Island, lost to Bucknell, lost to Colgate. Yeah,
Have
this
my
is a team
doubts.
that they were very grateful when conference play finally started. They were 1-12. Jeez, 1-13 actually. Sorry, and then they got hot. But I mean,
They have any injuries? This guy, but I don't think he even plays.
no offense, Michigan is a bit more of a
Reggie Garrett
task
can
than
score the
Army.
fuck out the ball though. 18.3 a game.
Seems to be the only guy
I mean,
that can score the ball on the
outside
team.
of that, I don't really see any way they win this game though. All right, that's the entire bracket. So you guys can watch this back, get your picks, and I'm gonna hope to have the stream for the tournament on Thursday.
We got 6 picks
I'm
in
gonna get
already,
my
so
bracket in, then I'm gonna start simming these games. Find out who's taking home some hardware.
can't wait for we're gonna come back and you'd be like, oh yeah, there was a couple upsets here and there. We're gonna see Louisiana Tech battle Abilene Christian for the national championship game.
It'll probably be ready on Christmas, but I'll probably save it for the day after. I know people are gonna be spending time with their families and shit. I'm gonna be doing that too. But yeah, that is gonna. I don't know if anyone wants to see anything else before I turn the stream off. Stream's going 2 hours. Good lord.
I think that's everything that I wanted to look at. I mean, you get a run over of every game, every team. Not sure what else someone could need.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, good luck filling out your brackets. I'm interested to see what upsets actually happen this year. I know there's gonna be some. I just don't know.
Yeah, you've done like practice. Is
I'm
it like
I'm
crazily unrealistic with like 16 seeds constantly winning and 15 seeds
um
constantly winning?
I've done a few like years of Sims. I've seen a 16 beat a 1 once.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's more of a likely thing now in the modern day, so I'm not too crazy, but that's not too crazy.
I think awards get calculated at the end of the season once the tournament's over. You see all the All-American teams and stuff, all conference teams. So I'll put those out in media once that's done. All right. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna turn the stream off. I guess I'm gonna get to simming. I will see you all later.